Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Rockingham County Today is sponsored by Rockatop Apprenticeship and Technical Opportunities Partnership. Promising career, college degree, zero debt. Starting this week in Rockingham County schools, face masks are optional in the classroom for K-12 students and staff. Preschool and Head Start are still required to wear face coverings as mandated by state guidelines. In addition, all students must wear masks on school bus transportation. Early college students attending RCC classes are required to follow community college guidelines. The Board of Education voted last month to remove all contact tracing from Rockingham County schools. It's being returned to those affiliated with the Health Department, which will issue all guidelines. COVID-19 update. There were 20,770 new cases Wednesday, according to the NC Department of Health and Human Services. 55,976 tests were completed Tuesday. Tests returned Monday were 31.8% positive. 19,552 have died from COVID statewide. In Rockingham County, 224. From Eden Police, Deontay Rashawn Allen, 426 Monroe Street, arrested for felony possession with intent to sell and deliver cocaine. Amanda Rose Moore, 804 Church Street, served a criminal summons for property damage. Robert Dwayne Pettigrew, 315 Monroe Street, Eden. Kimberly N. Wilson, 6439 Cherry Grove Road, Reedsville. And Carrie David Siddle, 9965 Park Springs Road, Ruffin, all charged with possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Numbers in the news. North Carolina added about 94,000 residents. That's the population of Rockingham County between July 2020 and July 2021, fourth highest among the United States and the 11th fastest growth rate. North Carolina is the 9th largest state in the United States with an estimated 10.55 million residents. Now, Rockingham County weather. Mostly sunny to sunny, high 52. Flip-flop the numbers for tonight, low 25. Friday, 36 and 16. Saturday, high 39. Sunday, a 90% chance of rain, high around 50. Triad record highs and lows on this day, 71, 1907, 5, 1924. Get current weather information anytime at mikemore.media, along with Rockingham, our live stream 24-hour weather camera, sponsored by Heat and Air Controllers, for year-round comfort, whatever the weather. The word for today, trust. You can trust Lane's Family Pharmacy in Eden for great customer service, a knowledgeable staff to assist you with durable home medical equipment. And you can always trust Lane's to fill prescriptions accurately, promptly, and delivered on time. Call 336-627-4600. Thousands of Rockingham County residents trust Lane's and have for more than 20 years. Thank you for your trust and support. Lane's Family Pharmacy, Highway 14, Eden.
AutomotiveMap.com presents the Sports Flash on Mike Moore Media. Top 25 hoops on Wednesday. Number 10, Michigan State beat Nebraska 79-67. Number 11, Iowa State 51-47 over Texas Tech. Number 12, Houston beat South Florida 83-66. Number 15, Alabama 83-70 winners at Florida. Number 18, Tennessee got by Ole Miss 66-60 in overtime. Number 19, Villanova 75-41 winners over Creighton. Elsewhere in overtime, East Carolina with an 88-80 win over Tulane. North Carolina A&T beat Presbyterian 65-57. UNC Asheville over Campbell 60-54. Louisville beat Pittsburgh 75-72. Western Carolina over the Citadel 95-90 in overtime. Notre Dame knocked off North Carolina 78-73. For lightning fast sports updates, download the Score app. It's free and one of the most popular sports apps in North America. That's the Sports Flash. Chuck Sanders, Mike Moore Media.
Yesterday afternoon, I stopped by Eden Mattress and Furniture. Owner Benjamin Huffman is putting in a new rug display. 5x7 area rugs, $35, 2x3, $18, plus other sizes. Coming soon, a new lamp display. In stock now. Living room, bedroom, dining room furniture. Ashley table, 4 chairs and bench, $589. Manual and power recliners starting at $249. Eden Mattress and Furniture now has layaway, no charge or fees, in addition to financing. Always a big selection, always big savings at Eden Mattress and Furniture, 926 Washington Street in Eden. Open every day but Tuesday. Now the community calendar, sponsored by Night Owl National Stoneworks in Eden. Granite, quartz, and marble for commercial and residential. Annual county convention of the Libertarian Party of Rockingham County at the Hive, Uptown Eden, tonight, 7 to 9, upstairs, open to everyone. Grow Green class at Lot 2540, 2nd Avenue, Mayodan, Saturday at 11:30. Live bluegrass music at the Sandy Ridge Community Center, NC 704, Saturday at 6. It's the Grassifieds. Tickets $4, concessions, and 50/50 raffle. The Isaacs multi-award-winning family gospel group will be at the Reidsville Showcase at Rockingham Theater Friday, January 21st, 8 till 11. Get complete details on their Facebook page, The Reidsville Showcase at Rockingham Theater. Lots of great entertainment coming up this year. Announcements are made free on the community calendar. Now, today's Consumer Report, sponsored by Cone Health, Annie Penn Hospital. World-class care close to home.
The chip shortage finally caught up with General Motors. When end-of-the-year numbers came out, Toyota was the best-selling car brand in America, knocking GM out of the top spot for the first time in decades. Toyota got a big lift in 2021 from its Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and Sienna models. LG is doubling down on its commitment to OLED video technology and is using this week's Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas to introduce its new line of OLED TV sets. The G2 series introduces a new 83-inch model and what LG says is the first 97-inch OLED model. It's still a good time to be looking for a job. Americans quit their jobs at a record pace in November, according to federal records. Meanwhile, employers posted 10.6 million job openings, down from a near-record 11 million the previous month. I'm Mark Huffman. Learn more at consumeraffairs.com.
Now we'll take a look at today in Tar Heel history, 1900. The state superintendent of public instruction allotted each school child 15 1/4 cents based on the school census. The total statewide, $100,000. Rockingham County received $1,596.42. Oh, my goodness. Now, today's birthday club. Let's see who's celebrating. Our names for the 6th, Jennifer Rippey in Eden, Donna Johnson, Lisa Harley, Donna Lester, and Sam Claybrook in Madison. Happy birthday to all of you today for January 6th. Sam Claybrook, Donna Lester, Lisa Harley, Donna Johnson, and Jennifer Rippey. Have a name for the birthday club? You can text it to me anytime at 336-932-1881. Get those names in. Now, tomorrow, I'll have birthdays for Friday and Saturday. That's the 7th and 8th. And then we'll recap the entire week, all 7 days, going back to Sunday. And I'll have a drawing and a nice giveaway, a prize package valued at about $100. Giveaways from these Eden businesses: Pizza Hut, Divine Nutrition, Ingrid's Cupcakes and Confections, That Little Pork Chop, Biscuitville, Wendy's, Carolina Fuels, AK Emporium, and Vernon Family Dairy. Again, the number for the birthday club, 336-932-1881. Couple of big-name birthdays: Kate McKinnon, 38, Lou Holtz, 85.
Here's author Philip Gully with today's Front Porch Tale.
When I was in the 4th grade, I was offered a job as a paper boy. It didn't pay much money, but I knew having a job would build my character, so I took it, good character being important to 4th graders. My lesson started the first day on the job. A customer paying his bill asked me if I wanted a tip, and I said, sure. He said, stay away from wild women. One of my customers was a lady named Mrs. Stanley. She was a widow and not prone to wild living, so I took to lingering on her front porch during my rounds. She'd watch for me to come down the street, and by the time I'd pedaled up to her house, there'd be a slushy bottle of Coke waiting for me. I'd sit and drink while she talked. The widow Stanley talked mostly about her dead husband, Roger. Roger and I went grocery shopping this morning over to the IGA, she'd say. The first time she said that, the Coke went up my nose. That was back in the days when Coke going up your nose wasn't a crime, just a mite uncomfortable. Went home and told my father about Mrs. Stanley and how she talked as if Mr. Stanley were still alive. Dad said she was probably lonely and that maybe I just ought to sit and listen and nod my head and smile, and maybe she'd work it out of her system. So that's what I did. I figured this was where the character building came into play. Turned out Dad was right. After a few summers, she seemed content to leave her husband over at the South Cemetery. Nowadays, we'd send Mrs. Stanley to a psychiatrist, but all she had back then was a front porch rocker and her paperboy's ear, which turned out to be enough. I quit my paper route after her healing, moved on to the lucrative business of lawn mowing. Didn't see the widow Stanley for several years. Then we crossed paths up at the Christian Church's annual fundraiser dinner. She was standing behind the steam table, spooning out mashed potatoes and looking radiant. 4 years before, she'd had to bribe her paper boy with a Coke to have someone to talk with. Now she had friends brimming over. Her husband was gone, but life went on. She had her community and was luminous with love. Community is a beautiful thing. Sometimes it even heals us and makes us better than we would otherwise be.
Front Porch Tales, a collection of stories by author Philip Gully, is available from Multnomah Publishers.
Now today's motivational moment. Use your voice for kindness, your ears for compassion, your hands for charity, your mind for truth, and your heart for love. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Thursday, friends. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow for another edition of Rockingham County Today. And I remind you, as always, to count your blessings.